What is up, Mouse Fam? Welcome back to another video. Today is our 2021 holiday edition. We're going to be ranking every single attraction that has a holiday overlay in a domestic Disney park. With that being said, join me as we rank all 6 Christmas overlays at Disneyland and Disney World. Let's jump into it. A couple parameters before we get started. We are only going to be ranking attractions that are available to the general public. So we're not going to be ranking any after hours party overlays such as the Monsters Inc. Christmas overlay. We're also not going to be ranking any attractions that used to have a holiday overlay but no longer do. This includes Jingle Cruise at Disneyland, and it also includes the Country Bear Jamboree Christmas overlay. We're just going to be focusing on current Christmas overlays. With that being said, let's jump into the ranking. Coming in at number 6 today, Mater's Jingle Jamboree. This overlay takes part in probably the best Christmas overlay to any land, and that is Cars Land Christmas. Cars Land Christmas is spectacular in every way and is easily the best overlay. However, Mater's Jingle Jamboree unfortunately does not fit the bill with the rest of the overlay. It's probably the most underwhelming part of the land during the holidays. It used to have some decorations back pre-COVID. Now it's just different songs. It doesn't feel that festive, unfortunately. It is fun, it is cute, and it is definitely worth a re-ride during the holidays, but it's not much more than that, and that's why it comes in last. Coming in at number 5, Luigi's Joy to the World. Luigi's Joy to the World also takes place in the best land overlay, and that is Cars Land Christmas, and this does it a little bit better than Mater's Jingle Jamboree. Unfortunately, again, the props and the lights have been scaled down this year due to COVID, but normally Luigi's Joy to the World looks beautiful. And even now, it still has new songs, and unlike Mater's Jingle Jamboree, it's a lot closer to the Christmas action of Cars Land, and so it looks much more beautiful from the ride. It looks beautiful when you're waiting in the outdoor queue. It is slightly better than Mater's Jingle Jamboree, but not by a whole lot. Still, it's worth a ride during the holidays. Oh, hi. Are you joining my rankings? Hi, baby. Are you showing everybody your Christmas sweater? You want to join the rankings and show them your favorite Christmas sweaters? This is Dante's #1 favorite Christmas sweater. Okay, thanks for joining my rankings. Yeah, you're going to finish this video now. Good job. Coming in at number 4, Living with the Land, Merry and Bright Nights. This is one of the more recent overlays, and honestly, I'm so glad they brought it. This probably gets the most fanfare of any Disney World overlay. It adds a lot of charm to a ride that is already very rich with charm, and so for that reason, it is a fantastic overlay. Unfortunately, it is a pretty mild overlay, especially compared to the top 3 on this list, so that's why it doesn't quite crack the top 3. They do add a lot of great lights, but it's the same soundtrack for the most part, and unless they want to ramp it up a little bit, it's just a little bit too low-key to crack the top 3. It still is a great holiday overlay. It makes us excited to ride the ride every time the overlay comes, but like I've already said a couple times, just not quite enough. All right, that brings us into our top 3. Coming in at number 3, Jingle Cruise. Unfortunately, Jingle Cruise at Disneyland is no more as of 2017, but Jingle Cruise at Disney World is in full force. The biggest con to this overlay is that it does lead to very long wait times for this attraction, and rightfully so. It's pretty hard to ride Jingle Cruise for under an hour once the overlay does hit. So that part of it is a pretty big bummer. But besides that, this overlay is so cute and so festive. The #1 best part about it is it gives a lot more flexibility to the skipper's lines. If you're a pretty regular to Disney parks, the Jungle Cruise can get a bit repetitive, with skippers reciting pretty similar lines, but Jingle Cruise gives them whole new material to work with, and that is pretty great in itself. Besides that, the presents, the lights, the animals being all festive, it really is beautiful to watch. It brings in the holidays. It's a super fun addition to Jingle Cruise. If it existed at Disneyland, it might come in even higher because Disneyland's Jingle Cruise went all out. But it still comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Just in terms of pure amazement, this probably comes in at number 1 for a lot of people as the best holiday overlay. The reason why it doesn't come in number 1 is a couple reasons. First, because it's implemented all the way starting in early September, if you're a regular to Disneyland or you've been pre-holidays, it can seem a bit repetitive as it's here for 4 months. In my opinion, I think they should leave regular Haunted Mansion at Disneyland for the Halloween season. It's already a spooky attraction, and they should implement Haunted Mansion Holiday starting in November. If they did that and shorten it by a couple months, I think it would boost up a little bit. The other con kind of goes hand in hand with that. Haunted Mansion itself at Disneyland is a fantastic attraction, easily top 5 in the entire resort. So when you take away one of the best attractions at the resort for a good 5 months between the ride going under refurbishment and the overlay itself, it kind of hampers it a bit. Besides those two cons though, Haunted Mansion Overlay is amazing. It feels like an entirely new attraction. This is probably the most expensive overlay Imagineers will ever do. I'm glad they have it. It makes Disneyland during the holidays even better. Granted, just like Jingle Cruise at Disney World, it does get much longer lines, but because Disneyland is such a loaded park already, it's pretty easy to find this ride with under 20 minutes throughout the day if you go in the morning or go at night. It really sets a great Christmas mood in New Orleans Square. It is one of the best overlays the Imagineers have ever done. That brings us to first place, coming in at number 1, the best holiday overlay at any domestic Disney park. It's a Small World Holiday. Small World Holiday is one of those overlays that I've honestly been gushing about for years now. Small World itself at Disneyland is an iconic attraction, of course, but it's pretty hard to rewrite it unless you're just deeply in love with that attraction. It's not a must-do for us every trip, but Small World Holiday is 100% a must-do every day we're at the parks. It completely transforms the ride. It takes a lot of the cons of regular Small World and just makes it even better. That being the song being too repetitive, it still has that Small World song, but it's much less often. It has a beautiful soundtrack. It has beautiful decorations. It gives the Imagineers an excuse to get in there and spruce everything up. Just like number 2 and number 3 on this list, it does get pretty long lines, rightfully so. But Small World, luckily, does have a huge capacity, so it can churn through the line pretty quickly. And at Disneyland, you also get the added bonus of probably the most beautiful queue at night. The second those Christmas lights turn on at Small World, it transforms the entire area of the park into one of the best spots to be during the holidays. Small World Holiday is one of those overlays that you honestly have to experience to understand how great it is. It is definitely a reason in itself to visit Disneyland during the holidays, and it is by far, in my opinion, the best holiday overlay at any Disney attraction. All right, that is our list. All 6 holiday overlay attractions ranked from worst to best. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys agree with and what you disagree with. What is your number 1? Is it Haunted Mansion Holiday? Is it Living with the Land overlay? Or is it Small World Holiday overlay? Or is it one of the other 3? Let me know down in the comments. You can also let us know down in the comments, how bad do you want Country Bear Jamboree Christmas overlay back? Let's find a way to get it back. If anyone knows any Imagineers out there, let them know we need the Country Bear Jamboree overlay back at Walt Disney World. All right, guys, you can follow us on Twitter at RankingTheMouse. Hit that subscribe button down below to help us out. We'll see you next time. Peace.